You are about to experience the best in pro audio, DJ gear, lighting, and video. We are AGIProDJ.com.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Ty. I'm here at the Namm Show 2025. I'm hanging out in the BASSBOSS booth with Sammy. Sammy, how are you?
Doing exceptionally well. Ty, thank you for coming in.
What? Huh?
Who?
So we just heard a demo, a 128 dB demo, and that was with an iPhone dB meter, which is probably not super duper accurate, but if you don't own these speakers already, just stop and pick up the phone and call, get out your checkbook, get out your credit card. It's the stuff to have. And it's impossible to convey this message until you've heard it. And I'm so happy that we actually got down here and we got to hear the demo, and yeah, this is awesome.
This is truly my favorite time of the year. Coming into Namm, having a room of this caliber, it allows us to convey what these speakers do. And I think you could speak authentically to it. It's about the fidelity, it's about the clarity, it's about not having harshness, being kind to everybody's ears, but giving them a moving experience where we can bridge the artist and the audience together.
Yeah, that's awesome. Sammy, what do you do for BASSBOSS?
So
tell everybody a little bit about you.
Absolutely. So I'm with American Music and Sound. I'm National Sales Manager for the BASSBOSS brand, and I work very closely with Ty. They're a phenomenal retail partner of ours, and they're just such a joy to work with. And ultimately, I do everything I can to help with the growth of the brand, awareness of the brand, and servicing basically our folks that have become partners.
Right on. So DV12.
DV12. It is truly one of the most versatile 12-inch tops that you will find on the market. In full range mode, it generally emulates the playback of a 12-inch top coupled with an 18-inch subwoofer. So it gives you full linear coverage down to 45 hertz before it starts to roll off. The great part is when you do pair it with the subwoofer, there's tons of additional headroom. So what'll happen is you put it in a preset, let's say 80 hertz or 100 hertz and up, and you've just unlocked, it'll go louder in the mid and high frequencies. And that let the subwoofer do the work. That allows you to scale up. As a matter of fact, this DV12 can keep up pretty easily with 6 of our single subwoofers. So if you had 2 mains, you can have 6 18-inch drivers or 3 21-inch drivers per side, pretty much.
So
it's a
could
workhorse.
2 of these hang with a couple of Macara?
Yes, I could place 2 of these with 2 Macaras without a problem. The great part is it features 120 degrees of horizontal dispersion. A lot of times we get on stages where we have audiences very close to the speakers. By having the super wide dispersion, we get that coverage. They're hearing the mids, they're hearing the highs, and they're not missing that part of the show. And we also have the distance coverage. So ideally we'll place this a little bit above head height, and it's going to cast right across the audience, be pleasant to their ears, and cover from the front to the back of the room. And folks often ask, the orange lens, is that a ribbon? It is a compression driver in an isophasic waveguide to give us that coverage pattern we just mentioned.
It's really interesting with being a 12-inch two-way that it's got such a wide dispersion angle, because a lot of the other boxes that are 12 inches are super narrow when you get down to a 12. So
there was some strategy in designing that, and part of that strategy was allow scale. Scale is huge for people because when you make an investment, especially in a premium product like this, you want to make sure that it's going to match your needs as a business owner or a mobile event company or whatever type of production that you're doing. So what's phenomenal about this box is you can take a second unit, flip it upside down, create an inverted array where you would have specialized bracket set that's available in the AGI Pro DJ catalog, allow you to array 2 boxes, and that will give you a true +6 increase in output.
Want to look at the back? Can we spin it around?
We can.
Because it's uniquely similar to the back of the 9.
Indeed. So as you'll see on the back of this cabinet, as Ty pointed out, we have the same form factor for the amp plates. The controls, everything is one-to-one. So if you're in the dark, you can learn the back of these boxes. During the middle of the show, you can do this by touch. So if you're making a change, you're finding your preset button, you want to know where your controls are, your knobs, very simplistic. We designed that intentionally. You have 1 gain knob, 1 DSP touch button, so you can do that tactily without having to put eyes on it.
Make a quick change.
Yeah.
And you said Unity on these is full open.
Yeah, so full open on the gain knob is Unity. We like that level of simplicity because essentially having the control primarily at front of house to me, is really the way to go. There's a lot of folks that struggle with gain structure, and they're like, well, where do I set the box? And we can
Don't even get me going.
we could do a whole episode on
Gain
gain
structure.
structure.
Yep.
Yeah, totally.
Every DJ, every entertainer, anybody should go through gain structure 101. Yeah.
Without it, we should do a series on that.
That would actually be really awesome.
Now, one phenomenal thing, I'm going to turn this box around, and I'm going to ask Ty a question. Okay, Ty, here's the question.
Okay.
You're standing here at the box.
Right.
What do you hear?
Right now?
Right now, what do you hear right now?
Nothing.
And you're standing in front of this box, and what do you hear right now?
I don't hear fans.
What would you call that? We have an extraordinarily low noise floor.
Yeah. These are on. These are all on.
These are all on. So with that level of reduction in noise floor, we've gone even closer and further into the studio space. So we're able to span home studio, commercial studio with some of these products for their listening rooms and even in their actual studio rooms. So for example, we have the ZV28 in Sound Factory Studios in LA. They deploy that in their A room. Yeah.
So is the amp module, is it actively cooled or does it use the driver?
It is
cool the amp?
actively cooled, so a variable fan speed motor, dual fan typically.
And it's quiet.